Yeah. I mean, anniversary, it's been a year. Time flies. You know, when I first joined, I've said this a lot, I didn't think I was ever gonna be in the position I was currently, you know? I mean, Luxium didn't even, like, boom when we debuted, you know? Like, it actually took a little while. Like, we did pretty well. Like, we did pretty well on our debuts and stuff. But we weren't, like, popular until maybe, like, a month had passed, or 2 months. And that's when stuff started picking up a lot. That's when stuff really started picking up. The debut wasn't even, like, that amazing. It wasn't. Remember when 10k views was a rarity? Oh, yeah. Like, I think during my debut, I think it peaked at 16k. Like 16,000 views. And now, like, the most recent waves have hit, like, what, 60 to 70k views on their debut? That's absolutely mental. That's absolutely mental. You know? And the thing is, back then, when we debuted, getting, like, the 16k and stuff, that was already pretty mental. So the fact it's, like, quadrupled over time, you know, that's so crazy how much the company has grown over time. And yeah, it's like, I'm sure every Luxium member has said, none of us expected the way, you know, we would be received to be the way it was. None of us. And I don't think any of the other members did either, like, outside of Luxium. I don't think so. I don't think anyone could have predicted how everything went down, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a crazy year. Yeah. I dare say Luxium paved the way? No, never. Never. You know who paved the way? You know who paved the way first for everyone? Lazulite. Lazulite paved the way for everyone. Without Lazulite, and without them being well received, I wouldn't be here, and no one after them would be here, okay? If Lazulite didn't make EN work when they were first released, then who knows? Maybe EN could have been closed. It could have been a shutdown program. Let's be real, guys. Like, there have been a lot of branches in Nijisanji-en. Loads that are still here, and loads that have ended, okay? And it's very sad. And the thing is, if they weren't as good as they were, like Lazulite, maybe EN could have ended too. Maybe it could have stopped in its tracks, you know? So I would never say that Luxium ever paved the way. Luxium gave more eyes. Luxium gave more exposure to a new audience, right? But we did not pave the way. No way. I will always give that to Lazulite. Always. I will never take credit for that. Never. But yeah, it's been a crazy year, man. Fuck. But I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I think the best part about Luxium for me is just, I don't know, when we first did our collab together, that's the first time we ever played games, right? It's the first time we all sat down and played a game together, and we played Prop Hunt. That was our first collab ever. And I think if you ask any of the members, they'll all say the same thing, that it felt so natural. It felt so easy. It felt like we all were able to just have our separate personalities come across within that collab, but they all worked. They all worked together. You know? I definitely felt like that. I felt like I was being myself, even if I was nervous, but everyone was nervous. And it worked. Everyone kind of just meshed well together. You know, and I think that's still the case now. I think you can pair any Luxium member together in a collab and it will be funny. Or it will be entertaining. You know? There will always be moments. You can pair any of them. And I really like that. You know? I'm sure the other waves can feel that way about themselves too, and all that. But I'm just saying, particularly for Luxium, I definitely feel that way because I'm in Luxium, and you know, even if we don't always collab with each other, you know, I don't think you need to collab with people every day to feel close to them. But even if, like, Luxium, you know, we're not, like, everyday best friends, you know? Like, every day we're talking to each other in a call, and we're, like, catching up on our day and all this shit. You know, it's not like we're like that. But there's a type of kinship you feel when it's the people you started together with that you just don't feel with everyone else. I'm very, you know, I'm friends with everyone in EN, right? But there's no people within EN that I feel the same type of kinship with than with Luxium. And that's because we started the same time, we talked to each other during the process, we were like our only people, you know? We were like the only people we had, right? So, even though now we're like, we have our own like friend groups and stuff, and we hang out with everyone, and no one specifically talks to each other one-on-one all the time, there's always going to be that feeling. Anyway. Next topic.